bubbles. All right, so I guess you guys probably saw my bike build video. I want to do a bike check and show you all of the components that I used to build it, why I chose each one, and what my thoughts are on the bike in general, because this will be my second Stumpjumper Evo 29. My other one was an alloy. They're both S2 sizes, but I did change a couple things from one to the other, and I can tell you what they do differently now that I have different components on each one. I guess we can start with the frame itself. It is a Stumpjumper Evo Pro Frame in raw carbon and mint green. And it is, like I said, an S2 size. I'm 5'7", and I have like a 30 inseam. So I like the S2 size. I feel like it's somewhere in between like a medium and a large. I'm running it with an X-Fusion Manic 150 dropper. On top of that, I got a Specialized power saddle. It's a 143. You know, it's just a basic saddle. We got Renthal Apex 40mm stem, and that is a 31.8 clamp. Same stem as before. I feel like it makes this bike turn really well. It's spec'd with the 45mm stem if you buy the complete build. Then Renthal Fat Bar Light, I think it's the V2. These are 20mm rise, and I cut them to 780mm. RockShox Lyric RC2, it's the Lyric Ultimate, the 2020 Ultimate. I had the 2019 Lyric RC2, pretty much the same fork. The Charger 2.1 definitely seems to hold up better in the mid-stroke. Seems like there's more mid-stroke support, but now they just came out with that new Debonair spring that I'm gonna have to put in here. So what I wanted to talk about was the offset. So this is a 42mm offset, and my old fork was a 51mm offset. And it definitely feels more stable at speed, but it definitely feels a little bit more lazy in trails. So take that for what it's worth. 160 travel. And then for the rear, Olin's TTX 22M coil. Like I said, I weigh, I don't know if I said my weight. I weigh 150 pounds. And this is a 480 pound spring. But this is the magic thing right here. This. Cascade components linkage for the Stumpjumper. So this thing, you can run a coil on it, but it's pretty linear, especially at the end of the stroke. It kind of blows through its travel. So the link makes it more plush off the top in your first initial part of travel, and then it gets more progressive at the end of the stroke. But it also increases the travel. So this bike, it was 140 if you have a 210 by 50mm shock. This is a 210 by 55. So with the stock link, you get 153mm of travel. But as soon as you switch to the Cascade components, I'm actually set up with 160 front and rear. So this bike should rip. Shimano St.Breaks. These are pretty self-explanatory. 4-piston, and then I do 180 mil rotors, front and rear. And those are on NV M730 wheels. So the reason I have these M730s is because I broke my M70 HVs, and NV does not make those wheels anymore, so they warranted them. These are warranty, so I'm still running my DT 240S hubs, and those have a .54 tooth driver. And then my drivetrain, I think that's all I have left. My drivetrain's a little funky. They have Shimano XT M8000 11 speed. Here, derailleur and shifter. But I have a Garbaruk, which is a Ukrainian company, on an XD driver, so I never get the gears digging in, but it's 10 to 50 tooth. So I have the same range as SRAM Eagle. Then, last but not least, Race Face Effect R crankset, 165, and then Race Face 32 tooth oval chain ring, and Crank Brothers Mallet E pedals. And then last thing, I guess, is Assegai 29 by 2.5 EXO Plus, Minion DHR2 29 by 2.3 Max Terra Double Down. And for all you people that want to know, I am at 27 PSI rear with no insert, 25 PSI front, and then my fork I run with 3 clicks of low speed compression from all the way out, 2 clicks of high speed compression, 3 tokens, and 64 PSI. All right, well, thanks for checking out my bike. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below and I'll try to answer any of them that I can. Thanks for watching and keep shredding.